Friends and family can be tricky to navigate, especially when you're aiming to do any kind of dietary restriction. Why is that? It's usually because it triggers some negative feelings in other people. And usually when they're trying to sabotage you, it's because they are thinking about themselves and feeling uncomfortable about what you have eliminated because it's really about them. It's not really about you. Hopefully you have some very supportive family and friends who are really encouraging what you're doing and supporting your health goals. But if you don't, or if you encounter yourself with some strangers and anyone asks you if you have a dietary restriction, my advice to you would be don't tell them that you are keto or doing a keto diet, because most people don't understand what it is or your version of doing it. So what I say, if someone says, do you have any dietary restrictions? I say, yes. I don't eat grains and I don't eat sugar. Those are my two dietary restrictions. And that opens up a whole world of things to me that is less offensive or less concerning to some people than saying I'm doing a keto diet. Because again, if they're not doing it, they don't know really what it is. They don't understand it. They think it's not healthy. They think it's not safe. Is it okay to do that long term? Blah, blah, all these questions come up. So when you just say, I don't eat grains and I don't eat sugar, it's harder for people to complain. So that's one tip to use regarding how to communicate about what you're up to with your family and friends. The second thing is that if you're going to a family event or party, I really encourage you to bring something that you can eat. Whether it's an appetizer you've prepared, it's a cheese plate, it's an entree that you can serve everybody, or it's a keto-friendly dessert that you can eat and have everybody try it. Whether it's cookies you've made or a cheesecake or some other thing, as much as you can where it's possible, I would encourage you to bring something, because you never know what other people are going to serve, and you really don't want it to take you off track if you're in the middle of, say, a 6-week sprint of staying on track and you're not carb cycling yet. Go prepared. And I mentioned this in another video too, but you also want to look ahead at your menus, and it's all in the name of preparation. If you know you're going to an Italian restaurant and you're really going to be tempted by the pasta, look at the menu ahead in advance and look and see what it is that you want to eat. If you're really confused, send me the link to the menu. I will look at it and give you some ideas. But preparation is key, no matter what you're up to. And ultimately, what makes you successful with this as a lifestyle is knowing that, one, you're not going to be in ketosis all the time. You're not avoiding sugar for your whole life, but you're going to be more intentional about when you have it, how much you have. It's not going to be about never eating it again. And to make it a lifestyle, you have to have your replacements. You have to have your treats and your snack items in your pantry to keep you on plan as often as possible. And again, that requires preparation. I've packed Lily's chocolate chips and keto Chalk Zero peanut butter cups to go on vacation, and brought my Ultima with me. There are so many things that you can do to be prepared. And knowing if you have a kitchen where you're going on vacation also really helps. That way you can stay on track. Whenever you're really not in control of a situation, the more prep you can do, the better. That's why I like to pack some of my own things. I like to look at menus in advance. Or you give yourself a break and you decide, this is not the time that I'm doing this. And then you don't have all this like guilt and shame that you're not on plan. So either way you go, it's all about your mindset and your preparation around it and how you communicate about it. So communicate confidently, communicate that this makes you feel good. The way you're eating is just makes you feel more vital and alive. And people are more likely to be supportive of your personal dietary restriction.